called net operating profit after tax, which is earnings before interest and taxes times 1 minus tax rate. While this free cash flow to the equity start with a net income measure plus non-cash. You have to add back the non-cash expenses such as D&A and minus capex and what else? Increases in net working capital. So this is not important here. So while operating cash flow measures cash flow from operations, rather the free cash flow to the firm or free cash flow to equity measures cash from both operating business plus and non-operating business. But free cash flow to the firm and the equity is different in that operating cash flow measures the cash flow available to the firm, and the free cash flow to equity only consider cash that available to stockholders. So if you estimate the value of the firm by using free cash flow to the firm, you have to estimate value of a stock by subtracting the value of that from its value of firm. While if you discount this free cash flow to equity, you don't have to subtract the value of that because this is the value of stock. If you use free cash flow to equity, you will get the value of stock. And if you use free cash flow to the firm, you will get the value of the firm. So to get the value of the stock, you have to subtract the value of that. Okay, from this part, let's do this relative valuation. So the dividend discount model and the discounted cash flow model are the absolute valuation concept. So if you apply these models, you get the value of a financial asset in absolute terms. This relative valuation techniques, you use the multiples ratios such as price to earnings ratios and price to book ratios to infer the value of the firm. So you apply these ratios to some earning measures to refer the value of the firm. Okay, from this let's start again in next week. Okay, see you next week. Okay, bye.